Hello and welcome back to the Looking Stylish YouTube channel. Today's video is all about wardrobe spring cleaning. So I'm going to take you inside my wardrobe and show you what I've done to get it ready for the new season. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the situation as it currently is. I've got two double wardrobes. This one on the left hand side is for out of season clothes, so it's got some of my summer bits in it, but I've also got a bit muddled in there with winter stuff, so I really need to get that all sorted out. And then over on the right hand side is the wardrobe with what I'm currently wearing. It does have some organisation. At the top there I've got some shoe boxes for shoes that I wear, because in the sort of winter spring I mostly wear boots, and there are also some handbags up there in dust bags. I've then got on the right hand side one of those fabric hanging shelves which I keep all my jumpers in at the moment, and that's a bit bulky. I'd like to get that out of the way. The top rail contains things like jackets and blouses, and then down on the bottom I've added one of those extra hanging rails for trousers, and again I have some shoes and some boots on the floor, so it's all a little bit messy. I generally really like to keep my wardrobe very tidy and very organised, so I'm going to get started on this now and I'll give you a progress update. Progress report. I am in the process of sorting out the what's now going to be accessories cupboard, and put together a set of shelving there, which took a little longer than I thought it would do. And I'm just now hanging back in the main cupboard everything tidily. I've got more space there on the floor, and I've also got the shelf space which I haven't used any of yet. So now I'm all finished, I thought I'd give you some tips about what I've done, so that perhaps it will help you with your own wardrobe, and talk you through some of the things that I've used for the organisation as well, what I found useful. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I used to have wooden hangers in the wardrobe, and I really like them because they look so smart, but the problem with them is that they do take up so much space. So the first thing that I did was I've changed all of the wooden hangers, and I've got some new much thinner ones. So I've got these, and I got them from Amazon. They come in a box of, I think it's 30, and they're something like $11.99 for 30, so they're a really good buy. I'll put a link for those in the description box. And they also come with a scarf hanger in each one as well, one of these. So I actually got through about 4 boxes of these, but I've managed to fit so much more into the wardrobe now. So they just sit really nice and flat. The next thing that I did was I included a second hanging rail below some of the shorter things that I've got in the wardrobe, and basically it comes with like this really sturdy piece of webbing, and you can hang it at whatever height you want to. It's adjustable. So I've got it just so that it's high enough at the bottom to put trousers on, and for me to be able to hang tops over the top of it as well. So I've now got double height, and you can make it as wide as you want to as well. So I've got one side of it going right up to the wall inside the cupboard, and the other side just coming to the middle of it, so that on the left hand side I've got room for longer pieces to hang as well. And that's always been a bit of an issue because I've always had boxes of shoes all over the floor, so I'll show you what I've done with those in a minute. So within the wardrobe it's pretty much organised. So right on the inside here I've got cardigans, then I've got some jackets, and from the jackets it then goes into dresses, and then it goes into the blouses that are too long to hang over the second hanging rail. And I do pretty much in each section keep them within colour order. I know it's a little bit anal, but I do like to have things ordered properly. And then I've also got some sleeveless tops, things like jumpsuits as well, so you know, really long pieces will go in there too. Then I've got a very small section of skirts. I don't tend to wear skirts very often, but I've got a couple here that I like. And then on the top of this rail, I've also got some silk and palazzo trousers. So these are something that's a little bit more dressy than the trousers that I've got on the rail below. Then it goes into short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, and then sleeveless silky tops, short sleeved blouses and tops, and then finally into long sleeved blouses and tops. And again, I try and sort of keep it all pretty much by colour within a section. Up the top, I've then got a few knits which will take me through spring and into early summer. I've got a couple of bits of cashmere left here which when it does warm up I will put away. I've then got some leggings up here that fold flat, and at the end I've got all of my jeans. And then on the cupboard doors I've got the scarves that I tend to use most of the time, and I mentioned these that came with the hangers. I've got a couple of those for scarves that I wear regularly. And then on the other side I've got a few hooks that I've just hung some belts on. So on this other side of the double wardrobes, I've got some hooks again on the door here, which I've got some handbags hanging on. And then right in the end there, I've got a shoe hanger, and these are shoes which I don't tend to wear very often. Next to that, on the rail, I've got some of my bigger handbags hanging, and I've got some belts there as well. Then underneath that I've got one of these sets of metal drawers. I think they came from Homebase or somewhere like that, but I'll see if I can find something similar and link it. And on the top shelf I've got some of my bigger handbags. The next one down has some scarves rolled up in it. Then I've got evening bags which are all in their little dust sleeves, and down the bottom I've got sort of trainers and things in there. And then moving up to the top shelf, here I've got boots which I've packed back in their boxes that I'm not going to be wearing anymore, and some more sort of Christmassy shoes, but they might be things, you know, metallic shoes that I want to bring out during the spring or summer to wear just on a particular occasion. Then we move into this section which is actually a shelving unit, and I've got some shoes piled up on there in their boxes, and a couple of hats which actually they're sort of wintry hats, so they will probably go away separately fairly soon as well. And then the shelving unit, again I've got boxed shoes, and I've got some that aren't in boxes on there as well, and it's great. It actually fits quite a few shoes and their boxes in there. So when I'm putting outfits together, I will tend to use the door here and hang them on so that I can see how they look together. So for example, I've pulled out a pair of navy cropped trousers, and thinking what I might want to put with that. Perhaps this lovely bright coral cardigan, which is a new one. And then I grab a navy top to go with that, and I'd probably put a scarf on the neck of this because it's quite high on me. And then I've got pretty pretty much all of the outfit together. I just perhaps want a pair of shoes to go with that. So perhaps grab these loafers to go with it. So you can see it makes it so easy for me to see what I've got in the wardrobe and how I can put that together and create an outfit with it. So I hope you found that interesting, that sort of short tour around my wardrobe and what I've done with it. If you have any questions, just leave them in the description box below. I will link anything that is still available. It's got to the point now where I have a really good capsule wardrobe. I add specific pieces every season to update it. And I retire things that I no longer want to keep in there, or that perhaps don't fit me anymore, or that are really showing a bit of age. But I would say if you want to create your own capsule wardrobe, it can take you a good couple of years really to hone in and have the perfect core capsule wardrobe that you can then add to over the seasons. If this is something you don't want to do yourself, I just wanted to let you know that we have just released our spring capsule. It's 2 complete capsule wardrobes, one for anyone who has a cool tone skin and one for anyone who has a warm tone skin. If you don't know, it doesn't matter, you can pick and mix from both of them. Each of the 2 capsules contain 42 outfits. It has been a labour of love putting it together, but they're all beautifully coordinated with all the accessories. It shows you how to wear them all, and it's got direct links if you want to buy any of the items within the capsules. And you can use it just for inspiration. You can buy the pieces that I've used within the capsules, or you can shop your own wardrobe to find things that will work in the same way that I've done them. And that is literally just £39, and you get 84 outfits to play with. So I will leave the link to that also in the description box below. And the other alternative is, if you do want to try doing it yourself, we also run capsule wardrobe workshops. So I'll leave a link to those as well. So I hope I haven't overloaded you with information and that was useful. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so that you get notified when we do release a new video. And thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.